So all of these cracks have to be checked. And back here it does go back down in. However, it's too small for a human. The crack gets pretty wedged in there. So this is just an exercise in checking everything out. There is a draft, but again, the draft probably just comes from the crack in this volcanic landscape. So Jacob and I sat down and we read the reports, and we don't think the cave that we've been looking in is the correct cave. So we're again scrounging around looking, and I found another hole. I took a peek in it, looks quite big. I'll get Jacob in a second, but I want to take a peek. I think we found the actual cave that we were looking for initially. Thought we found it. This cave is a lot bigger and quite a bit scarier. I might need rope to get into it, and that's what I'm gonna find out right now. I have rope in my bag. I guess I should grab my bag. This cave is a lot steeper, and I guess for that reason a lot more dangerous. Anytime you get with steepness, you're in danger of danger. Well, anytime a cave drops in, it makes me nervous, just because that is a real, actual danger. I know that it looks like squeezing in and getting stuck is gonna be the end of our days, but that's just not a reality. Because you can get stuck and you can get out. But if you fall and hit your head, nobody can fix that. There are several ways to go in here, which none of them are very incredibly hospitable. I don't know the best way to navigate down in this pit. And the temperature is already, quite a bit cooler than outside. Even though it is winter, it's a nice day. Our temperatures fluctuate quite a bit here, usually somewhat mild. A bit of a marine climate, even though we're not on the coast. Lord have mercy if this is the way in. The original write-up from 1970, so the murderous brothers hid their stuff in a cave in 1950. There were caves later discovered by the caving group in 1970. So that's 50 years ago. At the time, they found no loot. So that may be off the table for these big caves. But their description of the cave did not sound very safe. It sounded like it was dangerous, that you'd need ropes to go through. And that's why the cave that Jacob and I found, it didn't seem to us to be the correct cave. And so this one seems more accurate. It's certainly steeper. There's a lot of breakdown, a lot of dangerous stuff. You can see some of the big rocks around me. I'm kind of using the light for myself here because I need it more than you. I think I'm in a crack. I think I gotta go this way. I guess I'll get my bag and drop down in that hole. That looks very dangerous though. Okay. Everything's dangerous. It's not so dangerous as it is just simple stuff that makes the videos creepy. It's the same thing that makes the videos creepy makes our lives creepy. And that is just creepiness. It's creepy being in the dark and cold. And today, since I'm on a reconnaissance mission, I'm by myself. And I just wanted to take a peek. Let's see. It's the same stuff. The same stuff that's creepy on the video is creepy in person, and that's just these giant rocks like this. That's just a rock sitting there. It's not going to go anywhere, but it's very scary. And since I didn't grab Jacob, I'll have to go outside and get him before I make too much headway, because this will become just where either I'm going to have Jacob come in here with me, or one of us will wait at the entrance. Every once in a while I go in, and sometimes I send Jacob in, just so someone's at the entrance. If it's a particularly dangerous cave, or someone will wait in the entryway. We have different methods of going about it. It'd be great to get a nest of bats down here. Well, so far so good. I'll let you, I guess it's just, as with everything, you have to deal with stuff the best I can give it to you. Boy, howdy. If this goes on, I'll be real surprised. But crawling down here through the rocks, I guess I'm gonna go headlamp for a moment. Try to keep our headlamps off because it blinds the camera. So some of the modifications we make for YouTube are putting light in our own faces. Otherwise, we don't do that, and it drops down. Ha! That is fantastic. I think I'll get in a position where I can show you. It's just a little cramped. There's the hole. That is, that back wall there's like 20 feet straight down. I'm gonna get a better position here to set up my ropes. Wow. So, we were right. Jacob and I were right. Everybody else was wrong. Okay? Remember that. Remember this day. I'm going to get out from underneath this horrible rock. I'm going to have to do a little self-protection here. Self-preservation. Try to get myself in a more advantageous position. Wow. What a beauty. What a beauty. This is thrilling. Well, this is thrilling and extremely difficult. How's it going? I don't need this for a second. Whoo! That's a pit. It goes. I'm scared. I don't have my vertical gear. I do have my rope. So, I want you to listen to this. We'll do a rock. We'll do real time. Make sure I get it down in there. It's gonna be a little bit bright. Real time rock throw. Take one. Okay, not too far, but yes. I don't know what to. I'm gonna have to take care of the self so I can continue to lead a lifestyle of danger. You have to do living as to be a part of that equation. Nothing's dangerous if you're dead. You're very safe in the grave. Okay, good. A little shelf, a little rock shelf here. Can you guys see me at all? No. And I'm doing my best in here. This is the drop. I could not film myself dropping down in here because it could be scrambled, but I have my hands full of my equipment, and that's the most I could do. Anything else in here is going to be extremely dangerous. This is a big crack. I'm going to have to find a way out of here. Anyways, this is the ceiling. You can see up there. This is a big pit that I'm down in now, and it's just a crack, and I feel somewhat endangered, but I wanted you to see that. I'm gonna have to take a peek in all these cracks. Can that be crawled? Lord have mercy. This is very dangerous. This is a dangerous cave. I'm pretty excited though that it exists now that I'm in the pit of despair. Nice red rocks in here. First time through is the scariest, but I wanted to show you what fear looks like because I'm afraid, that's all. And so, there's a hole that drops down in here. And I'm gonna navigate it. It's a good tight pinch, and it's pretty steep. I gotta pull a rock out though to fit, which seems to be really in the way here. If it'll come out. I don't think it will. No. Well, it looks navigable, but you know, sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing with our lives? I wish there was more information on this cave, but maybe I'm the one who's providing that. I'm gonna try to take you with me, as always. Whenever you see us doing cool stuff that's filmed well, it's because it's not that scary. Whenever you watch somebody do interesting stuff on film, it's because it's not that scary. because when it gets real scary or real dangerous for us, we have a hard time filming that with our lives on the line. I'm gonna let myself drop into this situation here. As long as I can feel myself with space to get out, as long as I can feel my feet with footing, I know I can get out. That's a little tight. That's a little tight. That is a little weird. No, I may not be able to fit with this rock here. Ah, well, this cave is a doozy. Maybe I gotta go the other direction. Yeah, that rock's gonna be a problem. So you can see that when I get in a situation, I'm not comfortable with, like this, I'm not going to continue. This is how you get stuck. Not unless I can really clear the path or I'm assured to be able to get out. That's all. It looks like a few rocks have tumbled in here that may not have been here in the 70s. All it takes is a few to wedge in the area and make it less able to pass. But I don't want this whole ceiling coming down on me, obviously. It looks like it goes on down there. I don't know if I can get in there. I'm gonna flip myself upside down. I think I can do that. Do a reverse push-up. And I can look with my head down, upside down from here without getting too busted up. No, and that wouldn't go on anyways. And that would just be a problem. I'm glad I'm looked. Well, maybe. I think it's just more of a crack. So that's good. I don't think that's a way through. I don't know how to get through this cave. I'm assuming there's a way through. Going a different direction, just trying to explore every avenue the cave allows me to go. This avenue is crawly and breakdowny, but at least I'm not in a pit. But I can look up ahead, and what I am is I'm above that crack I was in, and this to me looks like possibly the correct way. There's a sketch map from 1970, and I'm trying to use that. And that sketch map was what Jacob and I used to say, hey, we don't think the cave that we found outside was the correct cave. And I'm trying to make it match up with this cave in my mind. And you want to be careful that you don't try too hard to make something match that isn't true. I gotta make sure I can fit through here. Because now I can't see anything. I gotta look. Okay, that's fine, yeah, okay. Good, I think this is the cave. I think this is correct. And the reason is because this room is about to get big. Yeah, how about that? Wow, I bet you not a soul. I mean, I'll bet anything no one's been in here since 1971 when they sketched this. No murderers are in here. The Wilson Brothers murders, which we were kind of looking for their stuff. And no cavers, and nobody. Wow. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a tough little pit though. Now, that also looks dangerous, as does this. I'm still crawling here. Wow. Crawly, crawly, crawly. Face down push-ups. Good to learn how to do these. I gotta make sure I don't slip here. We, for our exercise, I use these special grips on weights. And I don't want to say what they are. Oh, that rock moved. I want to see if I can get the company to sponsor us because honestly, I think they're really good. And maybe they'll just send us some free stuff. But anyways, I've been working on my grip strength for caving. It's very specific, so this is great. This is a nice fun crawl, nice breakdown crawl. So the theory was maybe they use this, this is a quarry, an old quarry in a volcano. They would mine some of the rock from the volcano and maybe they were setting charges, so maybe they dug this out like cavers. Honestly, that happens, and that may be why these tunnels exist. But I'm gonna have to consult the map because none of this seems, you know, incredibly similar to what the map is showing, but the room exists. Huh, it's a big room though. Having looked through this cave a little bit while Jacob's out here looking, I don't think this is the cave we're ultimately looking for. So that's why we'll just go, I guess we'll just keep looking. And there's the sunshine. Wow, wow, wow. But you know, wanted you to see me getting out of this particular hole. And I guess I just gotta go find another one. I cannot see a thing out here. It is quite beautiful. Maybe that hole. I mean, literally just, it just could be any pit on this mountain. Cool. I mean, I guess cool. What a dang, what a beautiful house. Now I found it. It's much more obvious. Yeah, that's it. There's an immediate drop, and there's even a rope out here that's just supremely old. Well, what do we have here? Problems, problems. Oh yeah, that's no problem. This is much less dangerous. Much less dangerous. Damburi! Okay. Let's get busy caving. Doesn't mean it's particularly safe, but that other cave was much more formidable. How is this rope? Well, besides rotten, oh boy, it's really rotten. I don't think this should be trusted at all. Before I put my life on it, I need a pull on it. There we go. I found the end of the rope. It's like 60 feet long. I don't think it's necessary. Oh, that rope is slippery. Yeah, you could slip there. This is all real safe, buddy. Okay, let me get a hold of that piece of rock. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see you wouldn't want to slide in here incorrectly, but otherwise, a nice big room. How far does that go? Good grief. Yeah, now this is a big cave. Okay, this is much better. Oh, cow, that other one was just nasty. This is the cave. I found the Needham Cave. Okay, all right. Okay. Wow, okay. Found the big cave, finally. Yeah, that's a 20-foot drop or so into this big pit. Now, I gotta find the crawl. There's the crawl. So easy. Even a caveman could find it. Just keep them rolling here. Well, I can't see anything. I gotta do this sometimes. Okay, that's much better. This is just. This is much. Sorry. This is much better. This is a much easier cave. Now, good chance we can find that treasure. My shoulder's locked up here. Okay, I'm getting through here. It's not all it's beautiful. There's a beautiful rock here. Got all kinds of vines and such on it. This is such a safe cave, or just kind of easy enough to do that I bet you kids from the community could come in here. I have no doubts. How far does that go down? Boy, this thing just has a series of drops. I don't know which side to take. Maybe it doesn't matter. Wow. This is a nice big cave. And I'm just rolling through here. This is much easier than the other one. I was fighting every inch, tooth and nail. Okay. It's about an 8-foot drop here, but I think I can make it without any real problem. We'll find out. Put this up there. I know how to drop into these rocks. Use my gear to intentionally wedge me in. Oh, that worked great. Cool. Okay. Now, okay, so this is the red room, and it's actually not super easy to get down inside. Oh, I see. Okay, well, guess what? It's like this huge room. I'll get down, then I'll take you with me. Ah, no, this should be gotten into. Yes, now the red room, and probably just pump that down a bit. There we go. Yep, not enough light. There we go. I'm gonna walk around the edges here. It's a nice big room. This is totally cool. A very large clay room, probably clay deposit. It's all this red rock, and it's here. And the map from 1970 was accurate. And the other caves we've been digging through were way harder, way less, well, they're fun because they're scarier. But now, this is not a bad place to hide a treasure. So now we can look a little bit for the treasure. Okay, that's pretty good. Cool. This wouldn't take us 20 minutes. This is so easy. It's such a less difficult situation than I thought it would be. Yeah, so I just want to try to show how big the room is all I'm trying to do here. Hopefully it's, roughly in focus. But yeah, this is a big room, 15, 20 foot. It's a big red room. This is not a hard cave to get into. Kids could get in here. This is no big deal. All those other caves are really challenging. So I'm going to see if I can get in there. Well, as long as it doesn't shift on me, this is an unsurveyed chimney, and I at least have to make an attempt here at getting up here. This is very sharp rock. I can see why they didn't attempt this. Probably no one's ever been up here, even though it may not look that difficult. It is obviously difficult. If I can get on top of this rock, I'll be fine. I just don't want to slide down, as it is a long ways. I think I hate to use these rocks to climb, but it's okay. This and the slime. Fortunately, where I'm putting my foot against here is at least reasonably not slimy. And these rocks don't feel like they're gonna come down. I just want to see if it goes on, that's all. Now it certainly does go up. But going on is a different language. Okay, I'm up in here. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Wow. It's another room. Ha! I can add the map. I just want to make sure these rocks don't shift on me. Right? Because this is, that's the thing. Okay, so there's another whole room up here. That's pretty good size. These are big rocks. I'm going to be gentle, but there is a room. Treasure. There's rooms up here. I'm in one. It's got 5-foot ceilings. You can walk around. I'm going to keep checking. There's way more. It connects. I went around. It connects. I'll show you. So the landscape here is very unique in the nature of how the rocks jump up here everywhere. Very difficult to tell what's going on with the camera, but neat way that rocks are forming everywhere. There's lots of areas where there's neat rock shelters. That has quite a draft. Well, I'm gonna have to take a look in there. Sorry, there's not much light. Just want you to see the beauty of this landscape as it comes down the hillside through the lush greenery that's grown on top of these big volcanic boulders that were emitted. This is a volcanic cone. Comes down through the brush here, and then you can see all these dark spots like this are rock shelters. So it's very easy to be deceived. Everything looks like a big cave. But this is such a neat hillside. You can't quite get a sense of the size of the boulders, but every boulder's like the size of a car. They're just boulders sitting there they're just clumped everywhere. And so I'm just going from boulder to boulder with Jacob and just looking in every dark spot. Out here, we believe, is a cave. Well, I doubt that I have stumbled upon the murderous Wilson brothers hideout, financial hideout, money deposit area. But wait till Jacob sees this. There is like a homeless camp up here. The city's been encroaching this area for quite some time. And it's a neat area with all the big rocks. There's a ton of these rock shelters that go in here and serve as a nice little area. And this one is, well, if there was treasure, there's no way that this person would leave it